Başlamıyor.
Okay, good morning everyone. Today we are diving into the most fascinating aspect of lexicology, which is called semasiology. So, do you know what does that mean?
Semasiology is the branch of the linguistics, which concerns the word and word correlation.
Okay,
So, correctly, it means sema means symmetry, and logic means study.
Logos study, right? You are. So here our goal of the lesson not just to learn the theory, but to see how this meaning of the words evolves and how it's layered. So how we can use them in our speech and writing. So, but before we start, I want to give you a task, a kind of wake up task. So I'll give you a word. The word, very simple word, light. So light. And your task will be to find as many meanings of the words as you can, of the word. It's only one word. So you can give not only meanings, you can give also the associations that come to your mind when you hear the word light. Okay? So, shall we start? Are you ready? So, Roshana, maybe you will help me. So, you're welcome, Roshana. So,
The first one I would add is something easy.
easy. Okay, light, easy. Any others?
Pale.
Pale. Okay, pale.
It's tone of the skin.
It could be tone of the skin or something.
Bright, gentle.
Gentle. Light, gentle. Good.
Can be bright. Or
Bright.
illumination, yeah.
So, is it a source of elimination?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay. Good.
Yes. Weightless.
Weightless. Good. What other?
Mild.
Mild, right. So it can be mild also. So maybe some synonyms or antonyms that come to your mind with the word light. Dark. So this is a synonym or antony? Antony. The opposite meaning?
Shadow.
Shadow, right. Shadow.
Brightness.
Brightness. Good.
Heavy.
So heavy is also an opposite meaning, which is antony. Good. Enough. Thank you very much. Take your seat. So all these are meaning of one word. So do you see how many meanings, how many associations we can have? We can show for the only one word. So these all are aspects of what branch of lexicology? Of semasiology. As you have mentioned, Shahzoda, yes, this is being a branch of linguistics. This is a study that deals with the meaning of the word. Okay, let's look. The Greek origin of the word gives us the meaning. Semasia, what? Signification, yes, and logos study. So again, it focuses on, the studies in zoology focuses on what? On types of what? Of meanings, on functions of meaning, of the word meanings, and the changes. Okay? So there are two main approaches. As you remember, what are they? So, referential and functional. Right. So, referential approach is also called representational. So, do you remember what does that mean? So, we are going to see. So, functional approach deals with context and contextual meaning of the words. Okay, let's continue. So, the referential approach, do you remember the triangle? Yes. So, the referential approach treats the meaning of a word as what? As a relation between three main components of triangle. So what are they?
Sound.
Sound form, consonant, and good. So we call it basic triangle. Let's look at the example and how it works. So let's take a word. So the word dog. So what is the symbol or a sound form? So what is it? Dog.
How to write?
How we write and how we pronounce. So here, yes? So the sound form. So what is it? The actual word. So we say dog. So this is a number of sounds, and we write the word dog. It is a number of words. So that is the symbol or sound form. The second part is the concept of thought that comes to our mind. So what is it? It is the mental image. So how we understand or associate the word with. So what can we tell about, what you can tell about the word dog? So what is the mental image that comes to your mind when you hear the word animal? Animal. So what kind of animal? Domestic animal. So how can you describe it?
It has got 4 legs.
Legs, and it usually walks. So that is the concept. And the third is referent or object. So the real word object, it refers to. So we can look at a specific dog, one specific object, and we can understand that what we are talking about. This is, again, what? This was the referential approach. The triangle of the concept, sound, and form. What is the second approach that we discussed? Function. Mardon, how do you understand the functional approach? This approach focuses on what?
How words in context. On the context of
Yes, so how this word function in definite context. Good. So the meaning of a word is understood through its use. It can be communication, right? So rather than by reference. So for example, the word bright. So the bright light. So when we use the word light with the word bright, it means what? The intense of the light. Yes. So the bright student, the smart, intelligent, yes, person. So bright future. So difference. So do you see the difference in meaning? So that's the functional or contextual approach. This is the second approach. So functional approach again. So deals with what? It captures real issues. How we use the words in the real situations, in language, in our speech, in our writing. And the second one, it highlights what? So what is flexibility? What is semantic flexibility? So when we speak about semantics,
It means изменяется.
so
We can
the
use
changing of the meaning
according to context.
according to the context, right? You are. And collocation pattern. What is collocation pattern? What is collocation? It is a yes, a group of words that goes usually together. So, and usually these words which goes together collocation have also different meaning rather than dictionary meaning. Yes? Okay. Good. So, but we also discussed the types of meaning. So, do you remember? The meaning can be grammatical, Firuza, and lexical. So, can you please explain what does that mean and what is the difference between these types of meaning?
refers to the part of the word, meaning that it fits the reciprocal relationship to the word.
Okay.
The sentence, number of kids,
Mhm.
person.
Okay, it is tense, it is. What other grammatical categories do we know?
Mood.
Mood. So what else? Case, number, person. Good. So what we usually use to show the grammatical categories of the noun, for example? So what else? So if we speak about noun, the grammatical category of noun, how it is shown in the context? By using affixes or inflectional endings, right? You are. So S, ES, yes? Good. So and yes, work. So it is here. So and as for lexical meaning, we know that it is also divided into two parts. So the first one is denotational. The second one is connotational. You remember the difference? Okay. Denotational meaning. So what kind of meaning is it? Nisa, denotation.
Exact meaning of the word, which you can find from the dictionary.
Yes, the general, right? Wrong. We call it primary or objective meaning. So the meaning that is usually given in the dictionary, right? A word, the one we find in the dictionary, refers to the actual thing or concept the word represents. So, is there any emotional charge that we feel in the word? No. It's the denotational meaning. So, for example, if we take the word snake, so what is it? It is a reptile. So objective meaning and nothing else. We are not talking about one definite snake. So if it is a home, it is just a place to live. Yes. The second? Connotational meaning, right? So what kind of meaning is it?
Is the associated with the emotional and associated.
Associative meaning. It is usually if the previous one, connotational, was primary. This one is a secondary meaning that we can find. It is usually subjective. What is the word subjective?
Personal.
Yes, our personal meaning. So shaped by what? By feelings, by emotions, right? So it usually includes positive and negative. So one by one, okay? So snake. So what kind of connotation is it?
It's something evil. It
Uh-huh.
might also associate with betrayal.
Good. So positive or negative?
It's negative.
Negative, yes. Nisa, what about home?
Swarms. It's positive feelings.
Positive feelings, yes. It's usually something that we love, so we feel safety, yes? Okay. And of course, while we are talking about meaning, we usually deal with types of lexical relationships. So, lexical relationship describe what? Describe how words relate to one another in the lexical system. So, what are the relations that you already know? Rushona?
For example, synonyms. Synonyms are usually the words that have one or approximately similar meanings to each other, but we write them differently. But they have got one meaning in common.
In common. So, what are the lexical relationships?
Antonyms. Antonyms usually are opposite with the word. For example, morning, evening.
So good. What other? Welcome.
Also another synonym is homonyms. So they are the words which have the same word form but different meanings.
Different meanings. And one more.
So
Polysemantic words.
when the word has like multiple related meanings.
Yes, from the methodological point of view, so poly, which means many meanings that related to one. Okay, so now your turn. So I will give you a task. So but before, so I will divide you into groups of 6. So the group number 1 and group number 2. So your task is to identify the word with the multiple meanings in the sentences and define whether it is denotational or connotational meanings. Here, okay. So group number 1, so you have 2 sentences. Group number 2, you have also 2 sentences. So start. So just, I think, so some minutes will be enough. Denotational and connotational meaning of the words. Any questions? So each of the word that is shown, so you have to define as from the one side and from the other. Each of word you have to give connotational and denotational meaning. So write down, and then we'll check. So 1 minute left. So shall we start? The time is up. So one from one group and one from another. To start. So group number 1. So you're welcome. So who will start? Diora, you're welcome. Yes.
So we discussed with the group, so I think the first one is the black sheep of the family is connotational.
So the task was to give both of the meaning, connotational and denotational, for each of the word that is mentioned in the sentence. So, okay, give me your connotational meaning of the word black sheep, of the phrase. Black sheep.
Black sheep, someone who's exceptional, who
Uh-huh.
who's someone who is really excellent in their job, while others may be lazy, but one of the person is called mostly black sheep because he's exceptional. He may become the leader or something.
Okay, so you found the difficult one. So now the easiest one. So just subjective, objective meaning. So black sheep is what?
Black animal.
Black animal, yes, the 4-leg black animal That usually not box, but what? Okay, good. So second group. So your
The
version.
project is final of the ground. It means that their project is progressing really well. So maybe they're making a lot
So.
of money. So it means that it's connotational. They're making progress.
Mm-hmm. So
But
the second one?
the connotational meaning, it means, for example, off the ground. The plane is off the ground. for
So
example.
it means
It's like flying.
it's
flying and leaves the ground.
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
The company is
No,
going.
no, 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 no. Just a minute. So the first group, the second one.
Denotational meaning is the place where we live, and the how connotational meaning.
Connotational meaning is
safety. You
Right.
say something
love, warmth.
informs.
Good. So and your second.
Is
So
going.
again, you maybe Susan, go on.
The company is going on. The company is going on. It's connected with failure.
So what meaning is it?
Failure.
So connotation or denotation? What?
Connotation.
Okay, yes. And the denotational? Under? So what? How can you explain it? Right. Under?
Sorry.
So let's look. Correct. Well, of course, so denotation. Yes, a sheep with the black wool, so black one. So connotation an outsider or disgrace to the family, yes? So you were correct. So in the home, so the denotation is the place lives, and connotational is safety, warmth, okay. The second group. Off the ground means physically lifted. So and connotational, so to launch or to start something. And going under means sinking. And the connotational meaning in the sentence that we're given is about the firm. Is okay. So you can understand this? So it's the difference between meanings. Good. Okay. Now the next task. For the next task, so I'll ask you to close your notebooks. And I'll now divide you into group of 3. Okay? So you will be given an so one text for you, group number 1. So the task is, the instruction is given on the papers, but you will read the short text, so the short text is given on the papers, and find as many synonym and antonym pairs as you can. Those who will find more number of pairs, the group. Okay, the first one for you. Well, girls, for you. So write down. So you are given the place to write synonyms and the antonyms pairs from the text. So please be active. So I can give you one more. Or just so the first one is so the same. I mean, just for you to be easier to so look at this and with you will be one group. Okay? So the same, I mean, texts. And you will give the places just to read the pairs. You can write pairs here. So you will read the pairs here, okay? conjunction carefully before doing the task. So look at your vocabularies because you can find the same antonyms and synonyms. So you have to work. Two minutes more, and then we'll stop. So don't forget about the notation, connotational meaning. There's also change in the text. So, one last minute. So, shall we start? Are you ready to start? Group number one? Okay, good. Ready? So, who will be the first to present pairs of antonyms and synonyms? Let's start.
Alright, synonyms here, like prefer, and also like and love. Everyone each. You know, this most synonyms are non-sexual.
We are talking about contextual meanings.
Everyone each, always, often, very, rather, and antonyms: sunny, rainy, outside, home, active, lazy.
Good.
Different and
In common and different, friendly, shy, quiet,
Active and lazy are antonyms.
Yes, in this context, it
play,
can
and
be.
stay.
Friendly and shy.
Friendly and shy also. So we are talking again about contextual meaning of the words. Okay, good. Is it all?
Yes.
So how many of them did you find? How many pairs? Can you count? No. I need number. So please listen to them. Stop doing the task. Let's listen to your second group.
7 antonyms. and
Okay, so write down the number 7 and
And also,
so they are the same, I think. 6 synonyms. Groups, pairs. Yes, pairs of synonyms.
9 synonyms and
9 pairs of synonyms and 6 pairs of antonyms. Write down. Seven, write down. So what about you, group number 1, the first one? So can you, please?
So serious, we choose,
Louder.
past serious. The first one, second, more many. Then look, sing. Then even very wild. Then look, watch also.
Watch.
Yeah, the last one is very fast.
Okay.
Okay, the antonyms are nervous, calm.
Calm.
Okay, ready, lazy.
Ready, lazy.
No.
No.
Lazy, hard,
Lazy, hardworking, right?
happy, sad.
Happy, sad.
After, before.
Good.
Serious, happy.
Serious, happy. And contextual.
Yeah, and also sad, happy also.
Sad, happy.
And we also have phrases, kind of phrases, be lazy and work hard.
Okay, good. Be lazy and work hard, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so can you please count them? Pairs of synonyms, pairs of antonyms in numbers. So 6, 6. Good. So 9, 7, 6, 6. So we have winners. So 1 point goes to group number 2. But we have more games and more activities where you can get your points. Okay? So shall we start? Shall we continue the second activity? So again, let's look at the first. So the possible synonyms that you could find: friendly, kind, white, shy, hello, pretty. So did you find that? No. So common, similar, antonyms: friendly, shy. You found it. Sunny, rainy, I heard it. So active, lazy, common, different. Good. So the rest you have found in the text. The group number 2: calm, relaxed, lazy, inactive. So did you find the word inactive? No. So serious, focused? No. Okay, happy, glad. So you said sad, happy, sad. Okay, nervous, calm, antonyms? Good. Lazy, hardworking, yes, I heard it. Happy, sad, yes, it was mentioned. Improved, worse? No. Polite, meaning indifferent, the same. Okay, for you, the easiest words, but in the context, so out of the context, they change their meaning and they can be antonyms and synonyms. Okay, good. Next one. So the instruction of the second activity. So you will be given a riddle. So you know what that's a riddle? Okay. 2 different meanings will be given of the same word. Your task. So they are harmonies. What is harmony? Homonyms are words.
which have the same form of word but several meanings.
Like the same form but different meanings. Good. So your task is to guess the homonym that fits both of the definitions that will be given, but those who will cheat from the place will not get points. So you have to raise hand first, and then those who will be the first will, and will be correct, of course, will get that. Clear? Shall we start with the first one?
Expensive.
Huh? So is it a tree? So think. So the easiest task, part of your hand. Think. So look at your hands. Right you are. So the first point goes to the first group. Palm. So palm is a tropical tree and palm is the inner surface of our hands. The second. So drink. Huh? Drink? No. So do you understand the meaning? Yes. Good. Ball. Ball. So, there's a sport object that we use in games and formal. So dance sports. Next one.
Mouse.
Right. So 2 points, 1 point. Good. So small animal or the device. So the small mammal and computer device. Yes. Next one.
Phone.
Huh? Oh, right. So the drop down and the season of the year.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Autumn, fall.
Fall. So drop. Okay. Next. Are you ready for the next one? So how many points do you have? 3 already. So be active. Group number 1. Okay. I can be a tool for eating for a flying creature at night. Okay. So for the creature. Yes. And a flying family. So next one. So how many points? 2 points already. Good. So I think it's something you eat or the act of lifting your glass in celebration. So what is it? Toast. Good. More do. A written message or a musical sound.
No.
Right. So 3, 4. Okay. Musical tone. Oh, it's good. That's all. Okay. So how many points? 3.
But I have the last one also.
So, if we speak about the meaning of the mentioned words, they are lexical relations. That is called what? Homonyms. Right, you are homonyms. The words have the same form but different meanings. Okay, so can you find any other examples of the homonyms? Yourselves.
For example, we can be a guide or here an example.
Okay, thank you. Now, so we have the task for you that we're prepared. So let's so count the points that you get as a groups.
It's
So,
for and for us.
Okay, so it means that
They are the winners.
so the winners. Okay, good. So let's applause to them. Good. Good job. Now, the task from Rukshana. So you're welcome, Rukshana. What did you prepare?
All right. Here I wrote in sticky notes.
So if you need,
Different synonyms. Okay. And students should put them together.
so you have to explain them.
All right. Here in sticky notes, I wrote different synonyms. You should find pairs of them.
What? Find what?
Pairs.
Mhm.